Holidays, everyone. Welcome to the Power Chat series. We're wrapping up 2024 and looking ahead to 2025 and all the tournaments that you're not going to want to miss. Here I have promoter, coach, and competitor Kyle Reed. Kyle, how are you doing today?
Wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm super excited to be here.
Great. Us too. So, Point Fighter Live approved event, the Mid Atlantic Challenge. Now, this is in Pennsylvania. So, Northeast coasters, listen up. Anyone really within driving distance, you guys are in a great location. It's February 1st, as you can see here on this flyer. Tell me a little bit more about how you're feeling promoting this event, this USA Sport Karate event.
We're super excited about moving forward with promoting tournaments. I've been a competitor my whole life. For the last 7, 8 years, moved into the coaching realm, and I just feel like this is the next stage of my martial arts career. And I get to link up with my father, who's also the co-promoter of it, the guy behind the curtain, as we call him. But we're super excited to link up, especially with the USA Sport Karate, who has a great foundation down in Florida and a great product and everything like that, to start moving them up the coast and up to the Northeast here, and to continue to grow sport martial arts and grow the value and just provide that quality customer service from event to event, whatever you're looking for there.
Yeah, and K Talk, they ended the year there in New York. Now you're going to be in Pennsylvania. What are you most excited about with this partnership?
To see all these different competitors from across the country, or even the Florida guys traveling up the coast to Pennsylvania, or vice versa, Pennsylvania traveling down there. And I know as more events for USA Sport Karate become available, I know we have a couple in Jersey and a couple new in New York that are coming. So to get these competitors the exposure, and not only the exposure, but the experience with different competitors that you would never get to see competing in like a local range circuit, or just like a local tournament that's unaffiliated. By being affiliated with a brand or a league, draws more competitors and more variety, that you can really challenge yourself and see and test your game to see really where you stand across the country, which is one of the biggest things that I really wanted to bring to this area, is a way for people to kind of evaluate themselves and people to get that, see really where they stand.
Yeah. Now, what do you think is going to be that kind of separates the Mid Atlantic Challenge, or what are you kind of hoping becomes your trademark with this?
This is something that's going to stay around for a while for us, and we're actually looking on for future events on how to expand this to other divisions. But it's our winner take all open fight division. So men's and women's, it's going to be $50 at the door to register. And me as a promoter and my father's a promoter, we are keeping not a dollar from that division. So if there is 50 people, they get all the money. If there's 100 people, they're getting all the money with a briefcase full of money. So I think that's going to be one huge thing that sets us apart, is providing more for the competitor and more experience for the competitor. Because I talk a lot with a lot of other promoters, NIL is a big deal in the sports world, and there's no reason why we want to grow our sport to that professionalism and that next stage and that next level, that we can't be providing these opportunities for our competitors that are really helping our tournament. So why can't we return the favor back to them and show that gratitude that way?
No, that's great. And I just had to pull over my calculator really fast. So you said it's 50 to enter, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So fifty to enter for anyone who, like me, is not good at math and needs me to do it for them. Even if, let's say, 20 people showed up, I mean, that's a grand right there. I mean, some of the biggest national tournaments are getting 60, 70 people in their open weight division. So for a regional event, 15, 20 people, I mean, you're coming home with a great chunk of change. And it kind of is really showing how you guys are here for the fighters, right? You're creating the mat space, the avenue, and not taking any of it home. So that really speaks to, I think, your approach to this.
Absolutely, and like I said, we're trying to figure out the best way to move this into the forms and weapons guys also.
Mm.
The fighting was the easiest way to kind of establish it, because you come in and fight with forms and weapons. You have trad, creative, CMX, musical. There's so many different avenues there. So we're trying to figure out the best way to move into that avenue for next year. And there's also a chance that we might move this into a juniors, for juniors to open up for a junior open weight challenge, winner take all. What 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old junior is not going to want to walk away with 5, 6, 7, or $1,000? I'm
Yeah.
sure mom and dad would love that, first off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
So
sure. And you
that's
got to bet on
that's
yourself at some point, right?
absolutely, and that's our next generation too. We're starting with the adults, but the next generation, or the legacy of the sport, starts with our youth, with our underbelts, our under 18. Those are the ones that are going to carry this legacy for the sport that we've known and loved for so long onto the next stage or onto the next level.
And you definitely know that, given that you're coaching, you have so many students, and believe you're still with coaching for Revolution as well. Is that right?
That is right. Yes. So I'm predominantly the fighting coach. I am one of the coaches on the team, but I stay in my realm with most of the fighters there.
Okay. Now, someone asked, is the money for all ages? So to just clear up, if you're an adult men or women's fighter, I mean, you enter and you take home the prize money. So he said he's looking to expand it for the younger guys, the junior competitors. But it's something really exciting where you pay $50, you see where you stack up, and you could take home easily 500 to a grand. So that's really awesome to see. And this is the first year as well. So it's only space to grow. Now, let's talk some of the logistics. So it's in Lake Harmony, Pennsylvania. For people who want to know a little bit more about the area, how to get there, things like that, tell us about the venue and things.
So we're at the Split Rock Resort, right off the Turnpike, right off Highway 80. If you're coming that way, we're 2 hours from New York. We're 2 hours from Philly, and I believe we're 3.5 from Pittsburgh. So we're kind of like right in the middle there. Nothing crazy too far. And like I said, right off the major highways there. And we chose this location because we wanted to, again, we're big on the customer service end of this. We wanted to provide a venue that not only the competitors and the parents come to, but families can come to. I have a little guy now, so I know being at a tournament for 8-10 hours with a 2 or 3-year-old is very, very taxing on my fiance. So there's an indoor water park, there's a movie theater, there's a bowling alley, there's an arcade, there's a pool hall, there's an ice cream parlor just inside the venue alone. Down the street is snow tubing, ski resort, snowboarding. 20 minutes for 10, 15 minutes from there is outlets. So there's a ton of restaurants around, and we're only 5 minutes off the highway from one of the major highways, 80 or the Turnpike, whatever way you come through. So we're conveniently located on and off. If you need to get somewhere, go somewhere, we're right there for you guys.
Yeah, it's a perfect location, especially with just the Northeast, all those states there. So, and to clear up this open weight is 18 plus, not, it's just 18 and older, right?
Correct,
Okay.
absolutely. So we do have. We'll get to that a little bit. All the prize money we are offering. We are giving out prize money, as you can see on the flyer that you flip through. We have 12 and under underbelts, 13 to 17 underbelts, 18 plus underbelt grands, 12 and under black belt grands, 13, 17, 18 plus, and also sparring grands for all ranks, 7 and under. So every division, every bracket is available to win some sort of cash prize. And one of the other new things they did at the Diamond Nationals, which they beat me to it, Jackson and them, they beat me to it, was the Versus Challenge. The one overall winner. So the winner of this one, the winner of this one, they face each other for one overall champion in that age bracket or that demographic that's competing there. So it's something a little different. I know we always have forms grands, weapons grands, fighting grands, but who truly is the one overall champion, I thought was something that we needed to also bring to the sport too.
All right. Yeah. Like you said, there is an opportunity to take home some beginning of the year cash February 1st, or if you have a Valentine's Day gift you need to get 2 weeks later, you can pick that up as well. Now, also part of the event the day before. So you guys are offering some great seminars. Tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, so I was speaking with the PFP guys, the point fighting professionals, on doing a sparring seminar, and Kevin Walker, K Swift, and Ty Saint, they were super excited about coming to the event, and hosting a seminar, and this is just the start. Like I tell people, this is year one. This is what we're doing on year one. Just wait till we get to year 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like it's just going to continuously get better. And then this seminar on Friday from 6 to 7:30. You can pre-register with one of the payment registers on the bottom there. You Venmo me or Cash App me. Or you can register the day of the seminar if you're unsure about what's going on, timing. If you're going to make it in enough time, you can always do that too. But guys, these are opportunities to train with 2 top elite fighters, who are Kevin's from Florida, Ty's from New York, who sometimes you may not get the opportunity to work with guys at this level or guys that are doing it at the highest level. So if you have the opportunity to expose yourself to any type of information, whether it be forms, weapons, sparring, whatever it may be, I was a firm believer as a competitor when I was actively competing all the time that I would get as much information as I can possible. Whether it was something I was taught or wasn't taught, it may be something different that different approach or different concept that they may do it at, which may help me take my game or my sparring to the next level where I needed it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that's what you said at the beginning of the show, really trying to bring something new to the region, to the area. And what better way to do that than to bring talent, right? So
Absolutely.
great. Okay. Well, is there anything else though that we missed? What some logistics though? So we really talked about the heart of the event, but I'm going to go back to the first flyer, which I believe is this next one. Um, My Uventix people need to register on any specific deadlines, because normally My Uventix is where everybody can find what they need to find, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So our first deadline is January 15th before the next price increase.
Okay.
And then there's one a week later, and then one till the day of the event wise. So there is some discount codes that have been posted out there. We're going to be running on New Year's. Those who register on New Year's to get a free T-shirt with registration. So some different givebacks and some different things like that are going to be coming out. But once you guys get on Uventix, you'll be able to register for forms, weapons, sparring, anything of that sort there. And we did do a combined CMX division, the creative, musical, and extreme. With it being our first year, we weren't sure what the turnout was going to be. Massive divisions, small divisions. So if the growth is massive, which we're anticipating and hoping for, those divisions in the future will be split to the normal creative, musical, and extreme, like we see across the board on the national level.
That's great. That's great. Great planning. Okay, Kyle. Well, it's been a pleasure to have you on the Power Chat series. If anything that your answers watching, if your questions weren't answered watching this, be sure to reach out to Kyle. Their numbers and his dad are on this flyer as well. Okay.
Absolutely. You guys can always message me, shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm happy to answer them. I don't sleep much anymore with this going on. So don't be afraid to ever ask any questions. The only dumb question they say is one not asked.
Not asked. Great. All right. Thank you for watching, guys, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Thank you.
All right. We are offline. Thanks so much, Kyle.